It's the 24th of May and it's 15:31, 20 degrees. We're in Castlederg. Castlederg can be the warmest place in Northern Ireland or the coldest place in Northern Ireland, and sometimes it's both. It's a wee microclimate. It's not far from Tyrone, but it's all microclimate here. When it gets the really, really cold nights, Castlederg wins the records. Derg and District Cultural and Community Development, Castlederg. And today in Albert Street Car Park, that's the Mass Pipe Band later on. So 6:30, from 5 o'clock to 6:30, there's going to be a Mass Pipe Band. 120 taking part, 300 attending. But before that there, we have, if I can find it, we have VE and VJ Day. Maybe it's off now because it's already started. So there's somewhere. Well, we're going to go there now. Where were we this morning, Lena? I've got tissue paper here. The wee foam cover in this camera is saturated. The rain was biblical this morning. We went to Apprentice Boys in Londonderry, and rain was lashing. My Craig Harper coat leaked, my brand new leggings leaked, and believe it or not, my waterproof DeWalt boots have leaked. Everything's leaked. Luna was, she was giving up on life, so she was, Luna was. I'm going to get some of these poo bags and make our way over to Albert Street Car Park. The coat I was wearing earlier on, it was soaking. Actually, it'll dry quicker in the car, and it will outside, I'll tell you with the heat. I don't know, we get locked up here. So I was thinking of coming this weekend in the caravan and staying up outside Cash. And the only place I can park in Castlederg is along this wee street. Old people's home down there. And I can turn around there and park here. And I thought, well, Albert Street Car Park been closed off. There'd be no chance of getting the caravan up here. And had I brought the caravan up here now, I would have parked here now. And then between this event and the mass bands, I could have my dinner made. And then went up then to camp then outside Cash tonight. And then tomorrow, probably tomorrow afternoon, is a UDR remembrance thing. There's going to be an all band march around the UDR, ex-UDR ones. And I could have done that on the way home. But as it is, I might have to drive up another day, Luna. But I'll know next time. Look, plenty of parking spaces here. The VE day we went to in London 2 weeks ago was a disaster. Perfect weather and all the rest. I was really disappointed in it. It was my main event for the weekend. I was looking forward to it. Apart from the fact I was able to use a World War II siren, that was the highlight. So it was sort of worth it, that alone. But had the siren not been there, hopeless. But we used to always go to that wee park down at Castle Park. That's why she's confused. Dogs aren't allowed off the lead no more. It's pointless. But take a wee walk around Little Pit. Oh, some Wayne's lost his wee toy there. So Albert Street Car Park's sort of right in the middle of Castlederg. Not town centre, it's off the side of it, but you come to Castlederg, it's like a triangle shape, the roads. That's the middle of that triangle. Well, you want to go to the side, Luna? So we'll make our way there now and be ready to be amazed. So I'm back on now to my summer gear. 20 degrees, 20 degrees. There's the wee town centre itself. No big stores here, like the biggest store would be the wee tiny co-op, Spar stores. I'd say Spar is probably the biggest store. The wee furniture shop down there, there was a department store up above, but it's closed. One of them ones has been open for 100 years or more. It's closed recently. Right, so I think we can even go this way to this car park. If you're driving to the car park, it's down there to the left. But I think we can walk this way. Do we hear music playing, Luna? So I'm expecting it's going to be the same singers that was in London, the three girls who sang the old war tunes and all. But they're supposed to be vintage cars, but accordion band playing. God, I wasn't expecting accordion. I can't get through there, Luna. Both of us are too fat for that. Oh, jeez, look at some skinny people in Castlederg, I tell you. There's not much space between these cars here. They've got fat cars or skinny people here, I tell you. Must be no. How are you supposed to squeeze through these spaces here, Lena? Unbelievable else here, boys. Maybe sure there is car park spaces, but they're sort of all over the place, these boys. Trying to squeeze an extra capacity. Never was quite right. That parking is not, Lena. Do you know what? This might be the long way to the car park. A wee lane now, take us down, and we see it's going to be amazing, Lena. It's sounding good so far with this accordion band. The council's only put a big speaker on. They're playing jazz music, and we can't listen to jazz music. Now I'm hoping to live band down here and not a CD. If I'm going to play music, I'll change over to my wee camera mic. That's better. But we'll see what's here. There's people leaving, Lena. Look at that, boys. Proper stage there, boys. How could the council not do that? Ah, we're going to get run down here, Lena. We'll get into the safe zone here, Lena. Into the safe zone. Oh, they're playing the music. Oh no, it's playing live on the stage, boys. Stop behind that speaker. That's a better setup than there, isn't it? The proper big trucks and all, boys. 1966. I thought they would have looked older than that, you know. They don't need the PA system. The band will be loud enough on its own. PA system's sorry about too loud when you're beside it. That's why that tarmac's all empty. Ulster Scots dancers are there. They might be going on the stage. Well, take a wee look at some of these vehicles, Luna. Alright, jerry cans in there, boys. Right. Yeah, like 2 jerry cans wouldn't run that lorry along, would it? That's a main underneath there. We motorbike and sidecar. Walls and grab it. Two wheels in the back, driver. Right shot. So this Castlederg crashed near Roma. There's the propeller they dug up along in there. So if you get the size of the propeller there, you got an idea right there, with it? There's the handbrake there, look at the handbrake, boys. One must break down a lot, carries just one rope with. What are the wee tractors here, Lena? Look at the wee van, all like that. That's why cars don't fit in parking spaces today. That's the size they used to be. You had plenty of room to open your door back in them days. Cars are getting that big now, you can't even tip over them, that's high. They look nice, didn't they? But mind not hitting you there, like, Luna wouldn't survive getting run over in that. Don't know about how cars years ago, they had a chassis on them. And once your body went down, you want that coach builder and he could build you a new body. It's pretty tight in there, boys. You wouldn't get any Americans in there. People were skinnier back there, was Luna see? Is there a cat or something? I don't see a cat. What's Luna looking at? The balloon underneath that trailer, a red balloon. Luna is going to attack that balloon. Come on, Luna. Don't attack balloons. No, not my power pet. Those on the screws. Those on the screws. There's the thing you used to attach the belts on there, like those traction engines. You run the belt of that. So when they brought them tractors in, people were still using those traction engines, and that was a modern diesel version traction engine. And but you still had all your old-fashioned machinery to go on the traction engine. So that tractor's got the wee pulley for it. Well, that must be a starting handle there, boys.
So we put our hands together again for the accordion squeezers. Thank you.
Accordions are finished now, Luna. The only bad thing with accordions and PAs are way loud.
So next up, we'll be taking just a few minutes to get ready. We have, I don't know what their title is, it's the Dad's Army Choir, or Last of the Summer Wine Choir, or I think it's the official title is the Killen District Choir. And so the choir members will be getting ready soon.
No, you're scrounging. Come on.
Just as the choir are getting ready.
Look at the wee soldiers there.
Just to say a huge thank you to everybody.
Yeah, cute there.
That has made today possible. We've had an army of workers and helpers. There's been a steering committee in this. We've been organising this for weeks and months.
Lock our guns and all there, Luna. Ah, Luna, no scrounger. I wouldn't have a clue in bullets.
And all those things. You notice the decorations here up on the stage, these oil drums with the 80th anniversary logo on them, and everything behind me as well. All of it so well and adds to the occasion. So thank you to everybody.
I won't want this choir, Luna.
Everybody we've approached, it's all been a resounding yes, would you help? And it's been a resounding yes, so a sincere thanks. So just in a moment, we'll be led by Killen District Choir.
Ready to watch this choir here, boys.
Come
on out, we get to hear this choir. I'll just stay behind the speaker. Front that speaker's definitely. I think I sit there somewhere, don't I? Sitting down over here, don't I? Get comfortable now, Luna, for this performance. Wee bit loud, then, wee bit loud. Go behind the speaker. Chairs, you know, I'm going to lie down here, then I'm going to lie down, make myself comfortable. Well, look at this driveway, I go too close to the band, it gets a piss on it, like. No, like, we are comfortable, Luna. Oh, there's another puppy over there, Luna, another puppy over there. That's why then we, oh, be careful now, Luna. Right then.
Every
They're not trying to get comfortable. She wants to lie down, but she's not sure what's going on here. I'm lying against the hedge behind me, and this hedge is sort of sticking in my ears and all like. But what can you do? The rain's sort of trying to come on. If it comes on, then I might try and stop that lorry there. I have my rainproof coat and all in the car. I'm going to get soaked to this. Do we go back to the car then, or do we wait to see if it goes away? I'm really tempted to sit on that lorry. See that wee dry spot on that lorry? I'm really tempted to sit there, you know. Got a black plastic bag coming handy there, boys. Poke up, make a hole in it from the head.
So we'll put our hands together again for Killen District Choir. Thank you very much. Wonderful. We're now going to come to a very special moment as we hear some recorded conversations with those who remember the end of the Second World War here in our area. And I'm going to start, I'm going to read one, and then we'll have several recorded ones with Trevor down on the sound desk. And so these are some recollections of the war from Andy Nelson. And Andy says this: I was 5 when the war started. I grew up on a small farm in the hills outside Donamana in the townland of Drummond. From the fields we had a clear view of Londonderry, and we could see the air balloons over the city and foil to prevent low-flying German planes. At night, we had to black out all windows to ensure no light would shine and help enemy pilots navigate. We walked 7 miles to and from school each day, and I remember army tanks and jeeps passing us on their way to and from an army base encampment, which was set up in a field owned by Bob Craig outside the village. It was full of vehicles and large canvas tents for the soldiers. As school, as part of the war effort, we were taught to knit scarves for the soldiers and given class time to do so. I also recall evacuee children at school. They were sent from Belfast to live with families in the countryside for fear of the towns and cities being bombed. I remember some of them helping to gather potatoes, and they did not know the difference between the stones and spuds, but they soon got the hang of it. Food was scarce, and there was no fancy stuff like nowadays, all wrapped up in plastic. It was plain eating. My eldest sister Tilly went off to Huddersfield in 1940 to train as a nurse, and she got 50 pence a week. Now she is living in Coleraine and in her 104th year. Some reflections from Andy Nelson. And now I'm going to ask Trevor if he would play the recorded recollections now as we take shelter in the marquee or in some of the halls.
Oh yeah, but I went under the lorry. Then. We're taking shelter underneath a 1966 lorry here. That's how desperate things is getting.
Iris Adams's memories of World War II as recorded for her by a friend.
I remember the day World War at Presbyterian Hall and get gas masks and wee cardboard boxes you carry on your shoulder at all times. All windows had to be fitted with black out curtains that did not show any light. My mother and sisters and I used to knit belly.
and I could walk with you.
No, they can dry here anyway.
Thinking about it, which house came in
Oh, then you go into the water, in your dry spot, in your dry spot there.
we can't go back because
Wartime singing now, isn't it? Just that play that PA system so loud. Should have put the speakers next to the stage, so it's so far back. Everybody's taking shelter in the marquee, no room for me and Luna. Had Luna done this, she'd be stealing everybody's food. I was just looking at that lorry there, you need to be fitting in the army to get in there, wouldn't you? By the time you put your foot in that peg.
Good evening, good afternoon everyone, can you all hear me? I hope, well don't let the rain dampen our spirits, we're here for a wonderful day of celebration. The first song I would like to sing is called Longest Day by the D-Day Darlings.
Stay behind this lorry, might block out some of the loudness in it. Oh, technical hitch. We need a man. We need a man here, boys. Any man available? That's sexist, isn't it, Luna?
Does anybody, who owns this keyboard? I just need somebody to come up here for a wee second just to help me with something.
She's a man.
Anybody?
There's a man going up now. Oh. See that? Always need a man. See this woman living all the rest. This is all live here, boys, live. You wouldn't get this in Britain's Got Talent. He used to have a wee t-shirt saying crew. Yeah. Lead's plugged into the wrong hole. We see now how the man solved it. Oh, Dad, see that? That's why men rule the world, you see. They know what hole they put things under.
How did it feel to be so young, to walk away into the unknown? How did it feel to be so strong while you carried your brother home? How did you hold on through the pain? You lost your friends, you stayed so brave. How did you learn to keep the faith? Now there's bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover because of you. And now we live in love and hope, where we can hold our families close because of you. On the longest day, on the longest day. How did you face the fear of losing the family you made? How do you soldier on when all hope is gone? Now there's bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover because of you. And now we live in love and hope, while we can hold our families close because of you. On the longest day, on the longest day.
Unbelievable.
Birds over the white cliffs of Dover because because of you. And now we live in love and hope, where we can hold our families close because of you. On the longest day, on the longest day, on the longest day, on the longest day.
Well, that's eyeing up that burger.